The 5 biggest habits that helped me build multiple 6-figure dropshipping businesses by age 19. Hey yo, you better watch your lips. I mean, damn, I could poke an eye out with this thing, sheesh. But if I brought this to an airport, TSA might think I'm a terrorist and I'm carrying a deadly weapon. But when I was 16 years old, guys, 3 years ago, I basically got expelled from one of my first ever schools. And it might be hard to believe now because I know I'm a bit of a nerd, I'm super square, I don't really party or do anything crazy like that. But I got expelled, I had no job, I had no girl, had no whip. I really was in a place where I was super lazy, just playing 2K and Madden and League of Legends and all that crap. But after really grabbing a hold of myself and realizing I need to get my shit together, I was able to start and scale my own jewelry brand, Umro Sports, which you guys might know about. I've talked about it a few times if you want to check it out. I was able to sell that for a healthy profit after scaling it to over $500,000 and getting over 10,000 customers from across the globe. So after that amazing experience, I've been able to invest into my future, into my knowledge, and learn from top 8 and 9-figure entrepreneurs across the world, like one of my top mentors, Dan Henry. And I've been able to learn 5 really life-changing habits that if you guys use today can 100% help you hit your goals in record times, or just help you cut procrastination at its roots. Now, habit number 1, I am absolutely ecstatic for because it comes in the form of a package of today's sponsor, which is HelloFresh. That's right, you can get healthy, fresh, and mouth-watering ingredients delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, and it's extremely affordable. You don't have to break the bank and making the same exact top-level recipes for your family affordably and with easy-to-use instructions. So if you're a beginner chef like myself, this is perfect for you. So you can make all types of recipes. It changes every single week, and you can save 20% off when you use my discount code Dobbins. Okay, all right, enough of that bit. But guys, I'm going to be talking about actually using a daily planner with your procrastination. Now, one of the most vital things that every entrepreneur should be doing that I've learned from my 8 and 9-figure mentors is using the ABC method for planning your day. Now, basically how this methodology works is that every single day we have different daily tasks that we have to do. Now, this can range from just making your bed, doing your chores, or making content, responding to emails, having to do meetings. Now, all of these different tasks range in importance. So an A task is your most important task that you have to absolutely get done at the end of the day. So that might be an important meeting that you have with a developer team. Now, your B tasks are your secondary tasks, which are things that would be awesome if you got done today, but if it doesn't necessarily happen today, it's not the end of the world. Nobody's gonna die. You can just always push it to the next day. And then we have C tasks, which again are things that are really nice to get done, but if it doesn't happen, not the end of the world. And so many top-level entrepreneurs across the world have raved and preached about how much work they've been able to get done, how focused they've been, and how much tunnel vision they're able to achieve just by sticking with this very simple methodology that's already utilized in the Finisher's Journal. As you can see right here, if my camera focuses, we got our most important task of the day. That's our A task. That's the money task. Got to get that done. Then we got our B task, which is secondary tasks. So again, these are important, but we want to focus on getting this main task done. Then we got all of our third tasks. Now, usually for me, that's stuff like working out every single day. That's making sure I'm eating right. That's also making sure that I'm making content every single day. So those are really my C tasks, where like if I maybe skip a workout or I'm not making content on one day, I can always push it to another. Now, each one of these planners lasts for 3 months, and it asks you what are your 3 biggest goals that you want to achieve in this time frame, and it really helps you stay on focus and make sure that all of your tasks are aligned with your goals, because so often we get distracted or we forget really what's our main focus. What do we want to achieve? And with this planner, it makes you write it out every single week so that you stay on task and you know exactly what you need to be getting done. And the final cool thing with this journal is that on the right side, it has a little time where you can write down when you need to get your tasks done. And boy, oh boy, does that make a huge difference, because I desperately crave structure with my time. After I graduated high school, I was so babysit and coddled that I needed to know exactly where I was going to be at every stage of the day. Where at 7 a.m., I got my homeroom class. At 12 p.m., I got lunch with the boys. We're going to be playing basketball, eating those shitty public school burgers that honestly taste like cardboard. And really, this journal's helped me recreate those same levels of structure, and it's helped me stay more productive than I've ever been in my life. If you want to get your own Finisher's Journal, I have a link down below in the description. It's a referral link, so if you can help your boy become a little bit of an influencer, make this affiliate money, and support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Now, habit number 2 is going to hurt you. a lot. What do you think is the number one thing that you spend the most time on, that you absolutely love doing every single day, that makes you no money and has no return whatsoever? And if you think about it, you might be saying, I don't know, spending time with my family, maybe playing video games, leisure, stuff like that. But usually 99% of the time, it's social media. I mean, think about it. We all spend hours every single day scrolling through our feeds like the mindless zombies that we become because we're absolutely obsessed with the lives of others, checking people's stories, seeing their vacation photos in Cabo, seeing girls that we have absolutely nothing to do with twerking on our feeds, whether that's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You can't avoid them even if you try. And even with all these distractions, and we know it's bad for us, we've seen the articles, we've seen the movies, we're still obsessed with it. And when I was talking to my mentors about this, I really realized, holy shit, Ethan, you've wasted so much of your life on social media and it's made you absolutely nothing back in return. Like literally, I was trying to think about it. Like, what do I get back? Some likes, some comments, just a little bit of a heroin fix when I get those notifications. It's just so addicting, but man, it doesn't do you any good at all. So I had to make a rule for myself where any social media platform that I have, whether that's TikTok or Instagram, which is really the only two I have, I'm only posting content to grow my business. That's the only purpose it really serves for me. And I had to make a sacrifice where, sure, I had to unfollow a lot of my friends, and I had to make the sacrifice where I just don't have to care that much about their lives, because when I look into the mirror, that person that looks back at me is really the only person that's gonna have my back. So I need to do my best to live my greatest life, because when I'm on my deathbed, I'm sure when I'm thinking about, okay, what are my last regrets? Did I have any regrets at all? It's not gonna be, oh my God, I missed Stacy's story back in 2021 when she was on that vacation trip. No, I mean, I'm not gonna give a fuck about social media. It's gonna be, I didn't get to experience my entire life because I was so focused on watching other people live theirs. So really, it's up to you. Everyone has different rules. That doesn't mean you have to go completely cold turkey and you have to cut it out forever, but you should be aware of how much time you're spending, and you should be aiming to at least lower it by a significant amount, maybe 30, 40, 50% of what you're doing right now, so that you have more time to accomplish your daily tasks. Now, habit number 3 is all about that body, baby. And what I mean by this is really just the basics. Getting enough sleep every single night, making sure you're not eating McDonald's and Popeyes and KFC every single day because you're grinding it out and you have to just order all this stuff with your little Uber Eats right to your desk because it's just so goddamn convenient. And also making sure that you're working out regularly. So first off, I do want to show you a really cool app on my phone called Sleep Cycle. This is something that one of my mentors did show to me. Now, how Sleep Cycle works is it basically tracks the amount of sleep and what's the quality level of this sleep that you're getting, because you can go to sleep at 11 p.m., 12 p.m., whatever, but it takes you some time to actually go into the resting phase or your dream phase, whatever you want to call it. So right here, this app actually journals and gives you statistics on how good your sleep was. So we can see right here, I went to bed and within 7 minutes I fell asleep, which is really awesome right here. So I slept for about 5 hours 45 minutes. For me personally, I need about 6 to 7 hours of sleep. That's just what I've learned from doing this over and over again for months. And you can see the little chart here. So this is when I was awake, when I'm in a deep sleep. And with this app, it's so super duper cool. It gives you statistics, like I said. It gives you little charts of, hey, when you went to bed, so you know exactly what's the best time for you. So for me, it's around 1:15. I usually like to work late because that's when I get the most time. I have a lot of energy late at night, but in the mornings I don't. And it charts when you wake up. So I pretty much routinely wake up around 7. Nowadays, I do wake up around 5:50 because I have early morning practices. And that's another thing. So once you're tracking your sleep and making sure that you're getting enough of that, you want to create a system to where you are making sure you're working out. And for me, that was joining a soccer team. That was getting into semi-professional soccer so that I have a team holding me accountable, making sure that I'm getting my daily reps, making sure that I'm growing the legs, growing the biceps, making sure I'm working on my touch. And really, that's the system I had to create around me to make sure that I'm consistent and staying regularly working out. And for you, it might be different. You might not be an athlete, but having a partner that's also working out every single day and holding you accountable and you can work out with them every single morning can be a great way to relieve stress at the end of the day, because we do tend to build up stress as entrepreneurs, and we hate to admit it, but our jobs are stressful. And a lot of times we have this stress that we carry over into the next day, and it can make us weak. It's just not great to be carrying that around, and working out can help you release that and making sure you think clearly and make great decisions every single day after you get that amazing workout. So really, it's just the basics, but who doesn't like to have a clear, thoughtful head that we can make the right decisions every single day? And also, who doesn't like to rip off their shirt for hot girl summer and look absolutely fucking shredded? Are you guys enjoying this video right now? Because if that is the case, you can leave a like down below and subscribe to this channel for more awesome tips. Now the fourth habit, and this is a big one, so pay attention ladies and gents, is the circle of focus. Now I have to say, this looks more like a circle of pie than a circle of focus. That's a knee slapper right there. But here's the thing. So how the circle of focus works is basically anything that you spend at least an hour of your day on, excluding sleep, you just put into this circle. And the way you're gonna do it is, let's say right here, I have school. So that's one of the things that I focus some time on. Again, it's gonna be different depending on what you're focusing on. Another thing could be social media, and another thing could be video games, and it just goes on and on and on again until you figure out, okay, what are the core things that I spend at least an hour a day on? Now, the aim of the circle of focus is to have the least amount of things here. And the reason why is because the people that accomplish the most in this world are the ones that specialize. And if you think about it, the top entrepreneurs in the world, what do you think they're thinking about and worrying about the most? Their business. They put all their time and energy into that business, and sure, that means that they don't have the most balanced life. It could maybe sacrifice in their family life, but at the end of the day, to get results, you have to put the most amount of time into one thing, because if you're focused on 10, 20 different things at once, you're really just half-assing all these different things, and guess what you're gonna get back? Half-ass results. So if you want to become the next great basketball player, and again, you're focusing on 20 different things, you're never going to get there, because Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, especially Kobe Bryant and his legendary work ethic, that man lived and breathed basketball only. That man would wake up 1 in the morning, shoot hoops, because he would spend 6 to 8 hours practicing the game, whether it was mental, physical, in order to be at the top. Because when you specialize, that's when you get the best results. So again, to get your best results, you need to narrow down and focus on what are the main things that matter in your life. So for me, that was really just focusing in on my dropshipping business. At the time, it was Umro Sports. That was my main jewelry brand, and I had to focus more time on creating ads, on focusing on creating content for social media. And because I was so split, I was doing coaching and I was doing the dropshipping business, and I was focusing on little projects that would hand on my desk. When I really was able to get my best results with this business, it was when I was focusing all of my time on it. That's when I got the best results. So I would recommend just jotting out a quick circle where you write out all of the different things that you're focusing on and see what can you cut out so that you can focus a bigger percentage of your time on the things that will get you the most money. So again, you might think, okay, if I put 4 hours of my day into learning about social media content creation, I might make back $1,000. But with that same 4 hours, let's say you decide to learn more about Facebook ads, and that eventually makes you $10,000. So you also have to figure out, okay, what are the actions that are going to deliver the best results for me? Because it's great to be focused, but if I'm focusing my time on things that don't really deliver the greatest results, I'm still going to be left in a bigger hole than somebody else who's focusing on the right things. And the final habit for today's video is surrounding yourself with like-minded people. The reality is, as entrepreneurs, we just have different goals and aspirations as to 99% of the planet that surrounds us, whether that be friends from high school or your family members. They're just not going to understand the goals, the mindset, the mentality that it takes to be an entrepreneur and to hire people, to fire people, to make your own ads, the deals with struggling to actually become profitable and then eventually becoming profitable and scaling your business and making more hires, they're just not going to get that. And the only way for you to really reach your full potential is to surround yourself with other like-minded entrepreneurs. And really, that's what life is about. Whether you're an entrepreneur, you're an athlete, or you're a musician, you have to find your people. That's when you reach your goals and your potential, because you're always talking about it with like-minded entrepreneurs, and you set better expectations and you're able to get more work done because you're constantly motivated by all the people that you're surrounded with that are also putting in the same work to accomplish the same exact goal as you. And if you're a dropshipper that's having trouble finding your people, then click the link down below for my free Facebook group where I'm constantly giving you more value, more resources. I even do monthly live streams where I teach you new topics around Facebook ads, product research, so that you can scale your business to $1,000 a day in the next 90 days. So if you basically want a free coach, if you want me to coach you for free, you can ask questions, get website reviews, whatever you want. Definitely take a look at that group because it's going to elevate you and get you to your goals so much faster than anything else.